perspective, I'll go across to Amit Raina now. He resigns on 18 January, 19 January, Jagmohan takes over. By then the situation was completely out of control. It was already mayhem. So it was not that the Kashmiri Pandits suddenly fled on 19 January. There were already so much sloganeering, mob violence that was taking place. But Amit Raina, when Farooq Abdullah says, hang me if I'm proven that I am guilty, but this is just propaganda. This is hate against a community. What do you say to this, Amit Raina? Because I know how Kashmiri Pandits for years are trying to counter these narrative and these lies of politicians. But again, they say, hang me if I'm proven guilty.
Pooja, he knows he will not be hanged in this country. Even if Bitta Karat and Yasim Malik are not hanged, Farooq Abdullah has been a former CM, is a politician. So he knows he won't be hanged, so he can make any claims. I still remember the day I left Srinagar. I was carrying a suitcase. I was told by my parents that I'll be back in 15 days. And first time I went back home was not 15 days. I went home 15 years later as a tourist. And that pain still lives with me. We have spent now a lifetime outside Kashmir, and probably in another decade or 2 decades I may not even live. But one thing, even then, I will continue to do is to get justice for my community and to go home. This one pain cannot go away. Farooq Abdullah has been lying. He conveniently forgets to mention that he released 70 terrorists between July 1989 and December 1989. And those 70 terrorists went and created multiple organizations which went and persecuted Kashmiri Pandits. He conveniently does not tell you that on 19th of January, when the exodus started, he was the CM. He resigned on 19th of January, not on 18th of January. His resignation is dated 19th of January. He resigned because he knew now things are beyond my control. I have delivered what Pakistan wanted for me to do, and Kashmiri Pandits are now going to be hounded out. It was his father who, in the book called Atish-e-Chinar, which is the biography of Sheikh Abdullah, writes Kashmiri Pandits are the fifth columnist of Kashmir. A fifth columnist is the one who conspires against the nation. And so it was his way of telling Kashmiri Muslims that Kashmiri Pandits are the blockade in your freedom. They are the people who are stopping Kashmir from becoming Islamic Kashmir. So it was a very classification, discrimination from the beginning, and there were conspiracies to ensure Kashmiri Pandits are hounded out. And that is what happened on 19th January. Otherwise, which sensible politician resigns on a day when things are worse? He will step and try to save the situation. He did not. He ran away because he knew now, and he was hoping that India will lose Kashmir. We, as a nation, should be thankful to Jagmohan that he saved Kashmir for us on that day. Otherwise, India would have lost Kashmir, and Kashmir would have been dead.
Amit Raina, you've just made a very important point. Which chief minister, in the middle of mayhem, where targeted killings, mob violence is taking place against, and inhuman torture against the Hindu Kashmiris, which chief minister suddenly resigns and says, you know, I can't do this? And this, while it was building up, it was not sudden, and then centre has to take